YouTube was It's your boy Zell back with another bang. In this video, we got Sebastian Fundora dominates Cardell Booker. Post fight thoughts. Let's get it. Um, First of all, Fundora, 6'5" with a who knows how long arm reach. Um, Dominated the smaller Cardell Booker. It was a brutal fight. It was rough, right? Cardell got roughed up. It was bad. A lot of people say he didn't have no business in the ring, but he signed a contract, so we can't make no excuses for him. It was a good fight for Fundora. He showed that this is definitely levels in boxing, and that he's on a different level than a guy like Cardell Booker. Um, so we got to give him respect first of all, but we still got to talk about how nobody requested this fight. We got Bakram on social media saying, "Hey, Sebastian Fundora, let's unify," which is what the best boxers should want to do. They want to unify. You want it to be one champion in the division. Too many champions creates confusion. When the guy say he undisputed, you know who the real champion is. You feel me? And they need an undisputed champion at 54. It's too much talent. The last undisputed champion was Jermell Charlo, right? And I heard Charlo talking about he want to come back, but you're not coming back to 54. If Charlo come back, he going to 60. Jermell Charlo can be a two-time undisputed champion if he focuses his effort on being at 160. What's the point of Jermell Charlo going back down to 54 if he done went to 68? Like that remind me of Roy Jones. Roy Jones went to heavyweight and then tried to come back down to 68, a middleweight or something like that, and started getting beat up. Once your body get used to having a certain amount of muscle on, and you try to get below that, then your body you're not gonna feel the same, right? Because you're used to being able to have a certain amount of strength, have a certain amount of speed. But when you take all that extra weight off, then you gonna be used to having that strength, but it's not gonna be there. And I know this very well because I didn't been big. I didn't been 190 and got down to 140 and trying to play the sports the same way I used to when I was bigger. And just to realize I'm not as big as I used to be, I need to change my approach. You feel me? And I think that's what a lot of things. That's a lot of big dudes who get smaller, or a lot of small dudes who have to put on muscle and realize they're not as quick as they used to be. Maybe I have to be more physical, right? So it's different ways to go about it. But Jamel Charlo, if he come back down to 54, I think he's gonna start losing. I don't think he's gonna be the same because history has showed that when guys put on a certain amount of weight, they try to come back down, it don't work out. That's why Terrence Crawford said he not coming back down to 54. Devin Haney said he not coming back down to 40. That's why you have to make that decision. Once I go up, I'm not looking back. Only up from here. Um, Speaking of Devin Haney, I think he need to develop some punching power. I know he been getting his defense better, but if Devin Haney can develop a right hand that can hurt people, I don't see people being able to really stop him because they say they want to stop the jab. If you stop the jab, he got a right hand that can stop, that can hurt you. Right? We know Devin Haney a prolific jabber because that made me think of when guys put on more weight. He putting on more weight, so he's not gonna be as fast, but he's gonna be a bit more strong. But if he's more strong, he needs to learn how to generate power. And it's not that he don't have the capability, it's that his technique is flawed, right? I watched a guy named Punch Doctor, I think that's his name, and he talks about the kinetic chain and how to use your body to throw a punch. Like you're not Devin Haney's problem is that he don't throw punches, he pushes punches. And by pushing, I mean he punched with his hips and his arm at the same time, right? The whole point of using your hips is to generate momentum, so your arm can lag behind it. Devin Haney never let his arm lag behind. His arm and his hips are always moving at the same time, and that's how you take away all your momentum, right? You're supposed to let your hips move, then you move behind it. It's like a stretching force, and that's what Devin Haney lacks. I hope he see this video and start watching videos like that and just practicing and watching film on technique and learning technique. Because it's not, look at Devin. Look how strong Devin Haney is. Big old buff dude, strong in the upper body. You think he can't generate power? It's a technical flaw, and he's been learning wrong. You feel me? That's the same reason Floyd couldn't hurt guys in bigger classes. Because at 35, he naturally strong and athletic. So just like he was naturally strong and athletic, but as the guys got bigger, his technique wasn't all the way there. So he started hurting his hands, and he wasn't able to crack like he used to. But like I'm saying, now I just want to see the unifications. Sebastian Fundora says, talking about the fight, he said we didn't even bring a southpaw into camp. Um, it was just about catching his footwork. He didn't want to trade at all, so we just broke him down to the body. And when I heard him in the third round, it slowed him down a lot. So Fundora was pretty much like with sparring, he didn't even spar southpaws. He just looked at the which is dangerous, right? You don't fight southpaws and spar orthodoxies. That's kind of stupid. But Sebastian Fundora was like, look, we didn't spar southpaws. We just came and looked at his footwork. That's tough. When dude, but that just showed he was on a different level. When you spar guys out of the opposite stance and still beat the guy up in front of you, that just shows that you're on a different level. And we know he's on a different level, right? Dude got a big eight. He 10 feet tall with a 30-inch wingspan, a 30-foot wingspan. He got a hell of a jab. He got a dangerous uppercut, and he got a chopping. He got a right hand that he punched down with his left hand because he punched down with his right hand. You feel me? Uh, yeah, he punched down. He punched down, bro. Um, so it was a nasty fight. It was a real nasty fight. Fundora won that shit, but like I said, Fundora need to fight some more competition. Um, he too tall. He too talented. His sister undisputed. How your sister get undisputed before you? You need to push the gas, bro. And you need to fight these top guys and prove why you deserve to be the man in the division. Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, share this, hit the post notification bell. Till next time.